Good evening and welcome everyone to the official coverage of Asrnz's 2023 GT4 Race of Champions series brought to you by SJS. It's 2023. We've already just had a ripper GT3 season. And here we are, second cab off the rank is the GT4 Race of Champions. And won't it be awesome? I'm Davo, and tonight I have a couple of old faces, a couple of old racers, legends, no doubt, that are not too unfamiliar to the comms box. Welcome aboard, co-commentators for the series, Farmer and JB. How you going, guys?
Thanks, Davo. Yeah, welcome, viewers. Good to be back. Thanks very much, mate. Good to be here.
Yeah,
yes, absolutely. It's an honour to be back here. It's nice to see my chair's still over there too. Yeah.
Awesome to have you guys back. Like I said, no strangers to the comms box. Both of you have done a bit of comms work in the past. We'll keep it short and sweet. We're here tonight at Oulton Park for the Shakedown for the new GT4 series, the Race of Champions. And these boys are out in qualifying already after driver brief. And these guys only have one flying lap up their sleeve. Is that correct?
Oh, that is correct, Davo. And just to recap what you said there are three legends in the books.
Yes.
Tonight, that with so much knowledge, you're going to be astounded.
That's right.
With info and stats as we go along this series, Davo. But yeah, one lap, mate. One lap, hot lap qualifying. So just the one out lap, one hot lap, and then get off the track. So a lot of pressure there. Yes.
Yeah, you're right, Farmer, about the pressure. We all know it too well from doing it ourselves. You don't actually get much time talking about pressure to get those tyre pressures actually up into what would be a working window either. So one out, they'll be starting with different tyre pressures to what would be a race pressure.
Absolutely.
Just to get that higher in the window, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Jeff Burst is going to be the first one, the first pioneer on track to lay down the gauntlet there.
Yep, Nick McIndoe just threw up behind. Oh no, Nick's still on his outlap there. So, yeah, so Jeff Burst with a, what's that, 42.8, which is not too shabby. They're saying sort of a mid 42, so pretty good lap. So.
Yeah, what did we end up doing the other night, John? Well, somewhere around that pace, actually.
Yeah,
I think that is a good lap there from Jeffro, actually.
Yeah. The mid 142s were what they seem to be doing in the fast track. Look, they will go quicker by probably another 0.3. The track is optimum too, so.
Yeah, it's certainly hard to do that with only, you're not allowed to make a cut, an error. You've actually got to play it a little bit safe, don't you, when you only get that one lap qualifying? So
for sure.
You can't just bank one and then go again and watch your delta go green and just start smiling.
Yeah, it's action stations, isn't it? With these one lap flyers, as we see Glenn Dewar, as expected, just pip Jeff Burst. Just look after watching pre-race practice, which was a very short practice, mind you. We'll get into that later. But yeah, just pipping Jeff Burst. I suppose the next one on the radar, I would have thought would have been.
Nudgy.
Where's Nudgy, mate?
He's out there. He's out there at
so
the moment.
Mudgy,
he's just coming up through Clay Hill.
And we've got also Nick McIndoe. Nick McIndoe's. Oh, he did a 43.0, and that puts him in 10th.
Yeah.
I mean, wow. What's going on with that?
Looks like he must have got a cut there.
He might have got a cut there. Yep.
Time and game.
Yeah, right.
I think Mudgy, the only guy left on track to do a lap, and he's about to come across the starter's flying lap.
Yep.
He's just
to the last minute
yeah.
here.
So he's left it late. He's only got a minute to go. So very short qualifying session. These guys, it really is rapid fire stuff here. So we will actually get to watch Mudgy's full lap here. I think pretty well. The whole rest of the field is in the pits. So sit back and just watch this.
We'll
probably just touch base on a couple of the intricacies of this series, guys. I mean, we've got 7 rounds, different car track combo each week. But I think that with 2 35-minute races, but I think the big game changer here is the tyre. They've only got the 3 tyres for each of the weekends, haven't they?
Yeah, mate, they have. And just to sort of clarify that, we've got 2 qualifying sessions and 2 race sessions. But
with 3 sets of tyres.
Only 3 tyres, right? So 4 sessions, 3 tyres. We're forcing these guys to double use a tyre in some way, in some form.
Somewhere,
yep. Yeah, great sort of thing to throw at these guys.
Yeah, so, yeah, definitely throwing a cat amongst the pigeons. And talking about cat amongst the pigeons, we are also...
is a little... is that the cat? Sorry, mate.
Yeah, he's 8 tenths up at the moment. Will that put him in the top spot? Also, cat amongst the pigeons is we will be trying a safety car throughout the series. So implementing safety cars for the first time at Asrnz. We're all very excited about it. So watch this space, people, as we see Mudgeway down into the final turn. Pretty tidy lap. He's up a second on his time. Is that enough? Bam, puts him in 3rd position behind Burst.
Nice for Mudgy.
Wow.
Okay.
That shows how good Jeff Burst's lap really was, wasn't it?
Absolutely,
really.
absolutely. So yeah, nice work from the top 3. Glenn Dewar with the 40. There you go. Look, nearly a 42.5, right on the money. 42.532, 42.815 for Jeff Burst, and a 43.205 for Mudgy. But mate, nice looking field there. 15 drivers on track tonight for the Shakedown. We're expecting a few more for obviously race round 1 next week. But yeah, 15 on track tonight, guys.
Yeah, we're still actually getting registrations at the moment, Davo.
Yeah, all day today. Yeah,
today and
that's
whatnot.
right.
So it does look like we are going to be up in the mid-20s, hopefully, by next week. Obviously not everyone able to make it tonight, so it's going to be good.
It is going to be good.
Different. I guess last year's round Race of Champions winner, Glenn Dwyer, looking to, come back from the comms as he did the same last year, mate. I'm not going to lie. He's mentioned he's there to try and defend his crown. So.
He's there to win. He's there to win. The car is on pole position. He's wished us all good luck in the comms box tonight, because this is where he'd normally be. But he's out on track tonight and looking dominant there, guys, with a very tidy lap. 3 tenths at least to the next competitor. So yeah, watch that car just walk away.
Yeah, roger that, Davo. And just checking my stats there, suggesting that possibly Glenn did not win this last year. I will keep you up to date as we roll on, mate.
We're just checking it out.
I've actually got a couple of official stats.
Do we have the guy? I was going to say, actually, I forgot who's
we have the official stats man here.
We do have,
So Glenn Dewar is the defending Race of Champions
yes. Okay.
winner. So he won by 7 points to JB last round. Last time we were here for the championship. However, a great battle was had between JB and Mudgy here at Oulton Park in the same car. 2021. It was a great car on a great track, a perfect match, really.
Oh, isn't it? Isn't it here? The Janetta at Oulton is an amazing experience, isn't it?
Great combo. And we had a little to-do last night there on track, and I just instantly gelled with that car, and especially around Oulton. Always been one of my favourite tracks, actually.
It is. 4.3 kilometres long, Oulton Park.
Yes.
Eight to the right, 7 to the left.
Yeah.
There you go.
Nice even tyre wear there, John Boy.
Yeah. It is.
Even number on left and rights, mate. Yeah.
Pretty close, yep.
Yeah.
One thing that is springing to memory here was we did have a lot of trouble with a particular curve just up here. They're coming through Island Bend and this tight hairpin up here, which has got a huge amount of camber. As they exit this cambered hairpin here, they lead up to a little flip-flop of section of chicanes at 7, 8 and 9 at Britain's. And what happens here is the guys that get hungry on this little curve, we were losing pressure in the tyre here. So over the course of the race, you hit it too much. The front left normally was the one that was taking a pressure drop here, and that can certainly affect these cars with this new tyre model and pressures that they are running.
So, yes, that's right. That's something to look out for. A couple of new names, a couple of old names in the field tonight. Mitchy's back. I know Mitchy had a bit of a sabbatical, came back in the back half of the first GT3 season a little bit earlier, a couple of months ago. Good to see him back. And we also have Phil Turner, actually. Phil Turner now. Phil Turner is running the second rig at Vaughan Martin's place. So Vaughan Martin actually has 2 rigs side by side. Phil Turner is running in the sister rig, the number 2 rig.
He's kind of like in the satellite team there, Davo.
Pretty well.
So, yeah.
Good luck tonight, Phil. Yeah,
welcome aboard and good luck tonight as the boys just start to form up. Down to, this is not a bad track to form up on actually, because they've got that nice big straight here. It's going to get hectic. There's a very short run. As you can see, the grid boxes go all the way back to that final turn as they just duck up over the top of this hill. This is Asrnz's 2023 GT4 Race of Champions Series, brought to you by SJS. We have a green light. It is Shakedown. We're at Oulton Park. Glendura into one. Beautiful start from the pack. Looking pretty clean so far.
Yeah, looking pretty clean, Davo. I think Mudgy was looking to get it done early on Jeffro as well there. Jeffro right out on the grass, but manages to cover actually that spot and maintain P2.
He's done well there. He's actually...
He has.
Well.
As look at Glitto just cleaning out.
Hasn't he? He's
stretched his 3 corners, mate.
Driven away.
That's right. As soon as they're battling, isn't it? That's just where the field bunches up here, though.
So to the hip, and good clean start from the boys.
Start, mate.
Yep.
Yeah, roger that, right.
And we just duck into this, out of that hairpin and into this area that John JB was just talking about earlier. These guys, if they ride up on those curves and bounce off them, they definitely lose tyre pressure. Tyres are going to be an issue tonight. Like we said, only 3 tyres. Who's out in the background dodging them with?
So Mitch there having a little look on the back of possibly Dave Zero. A little tricky to tell at the moment. Oh, and a little bit more contact there too, Davo.
Oh yeah, in the
with
background
Phil
there.
Davidson
Yep.
And the black, orange and white car there, possibly Rusty Shacklefield.
Okay, so we got definitely
Unlucky
Phil
stuff
Davison.
there.
Phil Davison and Rusty Shackelford there, both off track. Lap 1.
Mudgy's managed to sneak past you through there somewhere, mate. That we've
yes, he has.
Yeah, he's obviously he's got that done on the first lap, but he's probably watched Clint start to vanish off in the distance and thought, no way, I've got to go and chip right now.
He's got to go and get onto that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
As the bunches up, Matt, in behind him there.
Awesome
boys.
battle behind there, mate.
Aaron Enright sitting behind Brad Robertson, Lucas Saar, all over the back of Vaughan Martin, and I think that's Bursa's car in front of. Oh no, it's Lucas Saar on Vaughan Martin. Yeah,
So
quite
that's
a battle
Vaughan-
going on there.
Vaughan leading that pack of what, at least 6 there. Another
Yep.
couple almost joining on the back now. Almost getting into a pack of 8 cars there.
So
yeah,
that mid pack, that is hectic actually. That could turn to mud pretty quickly.
And you've got Slick there, Nick McIndoe, and pack 9, sort of in the amongst
Yep.
that pack, almost towards the back. And we know Slick's got good pace, so
For sure.
he'll probably be happy to be there.
And
He'll have a
Mitchie,
good night.
yeah, Mitchie showing his hand actually a little bit earlier in sort of the late part of lap 1 there too. But yeah, just getting stuck in the traffic. These guys are so, these cars are so equally matched around here. Very difficult to get a move on, isn't it?
Yeah, what we found, Davo, when we were running through a practice earlier in the week, was some of the faster guys, if they had fallen back behind a slower car, they just didn't have that ability to get past the car. Like you're saying, the cars are so evenly matched that really the speeds between them. Oh my goodness!
I think that's Sam
Big
Carson
mistake.
sideways
Oh.
into Mitch, but Carson still off track. Mitch survived that, but yeah, just a little bit of contact with the edge of Aaron Enwight's car. We might get 30-second on that. Oh, that didn't work. Hang on. I might get it 1 minute on that.
Yeah, so what you were saying, Davo, the cars are very much line astern here, so tricky to pass. It is a narrow track. The cars are very equal in terms of their performance with each other. The only thing that it can do is really change a bit of the setup, but in terms of that, power's still the same. No BOP on these cars. So
Yeah,
awesome.
so
They are a great car.
It is the talent, isn't it, at the end of the day, and the cream does rise to the top with this sort of stuff. I mean, I suppose if you've done the practice, we just see the replay there of Carson just getting into the side of Aaron Enwight's car, and very unlucky there, but yes, so easily done.
Yes, very easily done, and welcome to our online viewers there in the chat there. Welcome and Danielle.
Now, yes, welcome. Yes,
welcome there. Thanks for joining that, guys.
Daniel, Dave Zero's brother, I think, Farmer, regular viewer, Steve-O, out with a graphics card issue. I know Steve-O would love to be here tonight. Steve-O out with...
Out with a graphics card issue, Davo?
With a graphics card issue, he might be out for a week or two as he just gets that sorted out.
I tell you, if you're going to have one of those issues, you want that to happen in the shakedown round, don't you?
Yeah, definitely in the off season, isn't it? So so he's pushing the limits there to be up and running for next week for round 1. As we see this still seriously close pack of cars
going on there.
That's a great pack, isn't it?
Watching the centre of it there, keeping an eye on the Nick McIndoe car in the middle.
Yeah, so just out of the back.
McIndoe car's the green one, isn't it?
He has gained a couple, hasn't he?
He definitely has. Just
now,
looking
Dave,
at the
I
back
hope
of
these
all marks
guys.
there.
I really hope these guys are sticking with a similar paint colour each round for us to make it a little bit simpler on recognising these guys, because it is going to be a bit tricky for us this series with the different car each week.
Different car each week. So
yes.
yeah, keeps the comms boys on their toes. As we just
that is
Nick and McIndoe.
Here we go, round the outside.
Wow, good pass.
And then
gets the line inside there. Oh no! It's Vaughan. Cleans up a bit of advertising, drags it down the track there, but loses a couple of positions there. At least a couple of positions there, so unfortunate for Vaughan. But a great move from McIndoe.
Great move from Nick.
Mitch Campbell
really no pressure on Vaughan there.
No.
Sorry, John.
Sorry, John.
No, just noticing Mitchie there with the drive-through. So for whatever reason,
yes, Mitchie with the drive-through.
Oh,
okay. So one thing we probably forgot to touch on was there are track limits here, and pretty easy to go over them. Actually, one of the track limits that the guys will find the toughest is probably turn 1. Easy to get drawn out
Oh,
to that
isn't it?
outside of turn 1 and take too much runoff there. Your lap will give
Definitely.
it a nice cut.
Yeah, you'll suffer from it eventually, that's right. And I suppose some of these chicanes here, just particularly this first one, isn't it? Pretty easy to just nick one here as well. But either way, some tracks just beg you to get out there, don't they?
Oh, they do on the exit of some of those sweeping corners, David. They really do. Yeah.
So I think we've got is Mitchell Campbell. This is Dave Zero, sandwiched in between Mitch Campbell and Aaron Edwards. So we'll just get out of the front. Mitch Campbell, just see how hard he's working for this. Dave Zero, no slouch, mind you. This guy knows how to race, and when he's on point, he's well on point. So one to be watched. Oh, it's a little bit understeer on the end there. Mitchy all over it, but look how equally paced these cars are.
Yeah, it looks like it's absolutely nothing in it. A little bit more mid-corner speed there by Mitchie.
And Mitch,
Sorry, mate. Just some data coming in from up above here. Noticing while that battle is going on, that gap from Mudgee to Glyn is closing. Last laps from Glyn, 41.43.6s, with Mudgee's running in the high 42s. He's taking half a second a lap out of Glyn at the moment. That's why you can see the gap. He's gapped Jeffro, and he's really moving toward the 34.
Yeah, you can see that in the visual, can't you now, like on track? JB, definitely seeing those guys coming back together. We sort of knew this would happen, didn't we?
Yeah, we did a little bit.
We saw it in practice and like pre-practice, didn't we? That where Mudgee, who is the current GT3 champion, mind you, just trying to, not let anybody get in front of him. He just goes into the GT4 stuff, so...
he's certainly hunting him down, isn't he?
Isn't he what? And look at that.
And is he match fit too?
Yeah, he
so
is.
Nice stuff.
Good stuff there. And just noticing there's someone's commented on Brad. Brad's in the pits. Maybe had a technical issue there or something. No longer in the race with us. So.
Oh, that's unfortunate for Brad Robbins.
It is.
It is unfortunate.
Rusty Shackelford still out there. Phil Turner, as we mentioned, in the sister rig at Vaughan Martin's place. Welcome, Phil Turner. Phil Davison still out on track, running in clean air. Sam Carson in clean air at the moment. Mitch Campbell in the pits, no doubt, doing his drive-through. Yes, he is. So we have Vaughan Martin in 8th position. Dave Zero in 7th. In close proximity. Aaron Enright, no relief. He's got
none at all.
Dave all over him. So yeah, one to be watched there. We also Nick, which we were just talking about earlier, he snuck up a few positions, and Lucas, good to see Lucas actually nicely up in 4th there. So well suited to this car, Nick's driving style.
Yeah, Lucas was running really well in the new cars, the new Ferrari and Porsche and Lamborghini, in that short series testing those cars, and he was always up in 20. So Lucas had some real good pace.
Yeah, so good to see Lucas up in 4th position. Well done. And Jeff Burson, Mark Mudgee and Glenn Dewar in 1st position. Trying to run away with it, but I think Mudgee, like we've just been talking about, is just trying to keep a tight rein on that, eh?
Yeah,
do you think he's got much more in the last lap or half or so?
I don't know that he's gonna. Jeez, I think he's pushing. I think he's pushing hard now. I think we're seeing the full attack. And has he closed the gap?
Has he?
If it is, it's only maybe been a car length or two.
It's marginal, isn't it?
Over the last 13 minutes. So
for sure. sure.
Man, it's obviously a tough ask out
Hey,
here, eh?
hey, and look, we've got 22, a little under 22 and a half minutes to go, guys, too, you know, so there's still, you know, more than half the race to go.
More than half the race to go, Davo. Exactly, anything could happen. Anything could happen. Watch this space.
Absolutely. Lucas and Nick McIndoe still real close. McIndoe has been slowly working his way through the field and doing a good job.
Ooh,
Probably had a bit of a cut in qualifying. We're suspecting that didn't look like it was validated. As it comes out beside Lucas, is he going to push him here?
Really forcing the issue. That lovely white and aqua.
Yeah, I think the place to pass up here is to, for Nick is to actually set Lucas up
here it is.
through here.
And this is where we got Aaron earlier. I think it was Aaron.
The passing manoeuvre would and should be done at the final turn if he gets a run out of here. Looks like he's just missed that opportunity. And
hasn't he? Yeah, so...
There's just nothing in it, is there? Like, you literally have to get your throttle down before they do.
Yeah.
It's just so hard to do that when he's thinking the same thing, right? You know?
And when you put the foot out of each corner, they're accelerating exactly the same as you, aren't they? So
that's
really tight.
Good.
That gap down to 1.9 seconds. Budging now. And closing. Jeffro running a bit lonely back there.
Yeah, Jeffro running a good P3 there, but very lonely, like you say.
Yeah, but look, that's easy, I suppose, for him as long as he's hitting his marks. As we just see Mudgee well out in the grass there. At the hairpin. He's looking for that exit speed and really, and that's a nice cambered corner. It sort of, again, it just begs you to get on the throttle early.
What's happened there and why he's pushing hard is because he would have known with the Delta. Glenn's just gone one better again, a 1:42.7, fastest lap of the race and his best lap. So Glenn has got the hammer down now. Yeah,
so he's responded to the pressure, hasn't he? And just showing his hand now, isn't he? He's like, what's the word? Sandbagging? Maybe for the first half.
But you might have to be careful too, because when you do push these tyres, they can overheat a bit more.
Here we go. Nick's got this.
Nick's got this time. Round the inside into this corner. Oh, and he
tucked in. Oh, he nearly lost that out. He nearly gave that back.
That's a carbon copy of what he did on Vaughan. I'm sure it was Vaughan earlier, wasn't it? Or Sam Carson. Let's switch car.
Possibly,
it was the Vaughan Martin.
The Vaughan Martin.
So nice work again from McIndoe. Just knows his strength there, doesn't he? Coming up the hill, gets that run out of the chicane, and really knows he's got that push up the hill. So
and that's what it's all about,
he's in clear air too. You might expect to see those times of his coming down too.
Yeah,
definitely. Quite probably, John Boy, and Nick's been sitting behind Lucas there for a good 10 or so laps, and he would have worked out that that's his one spot that he has to concentrate on. So, and he's finally managed to achieve that. That's an awesome job.
Yeah, nice work.
So that battle packs up around Aaron Enright and Vaughan, isn't it? That's where they're quite close together.
Yeah, well, they're the closest cars together on track at point. So field spread a little bit. At the moment, you just wonder how much is the tyre we're coming in to play. We sort of wondered, whether these boys may have qualified on these tyres that they're running now, or whether they practiced on a set of tyres and then qualified on them. There could be so many variables, couldn't there, on the way these guys are managing their 3 tyre sets over the 2 races, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right, David. And I guess the optimum thing to do would be to have a fresh set for each of the 35-minute races and use the other remaining set for both quali sessions, as they're only one lap flyers.
Yep.
So, obviously, you can't practice before quali on any of those tyres. That would maybe catch you out there.
Yeah. So what are you
But
saying?
it's just a matter of these guys.
You don't practice.
You
And
don't practice,
you
don't you?
just go out.
That's right.
Quali.
It's zero practice and save your tyres for quali. Yeah. Yeah, use the one tyre for both quali sessions.
Yep.
And then the other two tyres for both
Okay.
races, I would say. But it's just a matter of making sure you actually tick those boxes before you push drive too. It's very easily to get that wrong.
Oh yeah. So just adds another dynamic to it, doesn't it? You know, like just another mistake. Because we don't have a compulsory pit stop in these races. So and that quite often breeds, you know, like this. It's sort of, you get mistakes. You know, sort of 1%ers like we always talk about. You know, you throw a pit stop in there. You know, you can speed into pit lane, you can speed out of pit lane, you can not hit the jacks properly, you know, you can have the wrong set sorted, whatever. There's so many variables there. So with no compulsory pit stop, like you're saying, just to get this tyre shit sorted is so critical, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And the game has a little habit too that if you sort of come back to pits, check your setup and then go sort of make a slight swing adjustment or something, it by default will give you the next green set of tyres by default, which you may not necessarily want. You know, if it's your second qualifying session or something and you want to use that used tyre, you know, you really have to triple check this stuff. Or you can be easily caught out. Yeah. Which is obviously what we want to happen.
That's exactly what we want to happen up here, isn't it, John? JB. And Farmer.
Just down there for a minute there, David. Just had stuck away.
Yeah, no, that's okay. So it's we're just following Vaughan Martin's car, having a bit of a slip and slide. I suspect that car is suffering a little bit on its tyre. Just see that car moving around a lot more than I suspect Vaughan would like. So,
okay, well these guys...
That's allowed the two boys in front pull away.
So,
yeah,
right. And Vaughan had good pace in practice the other night, actually. He was pretty strong in that car, so... They're getting quicker all the time. Vaughan, a little bit of a rivalry going there with Vaughan and myself.
Yeah, good. That's healthy.
He does set me as his target, and he does get a bit grumpy if you do end up in front of him on track.
What have we got going on? We got a safety car.
Here we go, Davo.
Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. First safety car for Asrnz ever. We just pick up on, here it is. It's the Alexa safety car with just pulled the field up there.
Yeah, I didn't even see it sneak out on track, Davo.
No, so
a little bit by surprise there. So there you go, guys. Safety car has been called.
Is deployed. Yes.
And I think actually it's possibly just ripped away there.
Okay, so they're gonna.
Davo, so we're about to go green again once
already.
Come around. Yes.
Yep. Okay. So we'll just pick up on that safety car. Just see him. He has just pulled away back into the pits. Lights are out. We'll pick up back on the field now. He's back in the pits. Glenn Dewar controlling the field as the boys have been briefed on.
Wow. And that's been punched them all right up again, David. That's exciting.
Okay, because we were just talking about how the field had sort of spread a little bit, and now look at it there. See if we can get out of the back.
And did you see that? I think Glenn almost throwed a fakie there, throwed a bit of a dummy, and he went to accelerate and he lifted.
There you go.
He's gone, and he's gone.
The shenanigans have started. It is literally the first time we've seen a safety car out on the track in our streams, and the shenanigans have started already. So we love it. We are looking forward to this stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Comment down in the chat box what you reckon, but there you go, first safety.
And a great restart too by the
awesome clean restart from the boys, and they're off again.
This is going to give Mochi a good sniff at the back of Clint's car now.
Well, you would think so, wouldn't you? You know, like
Yes.
he'd sort of been wheeling him in a little bit. We both thought that Glenn had responded to his pace though well.
It has. It's also put the likes of Nick McIndoe on the back of Jeffro, so that will be also an interesting battle maybe for the last 12 minutes too.
Yeah.
But yeah, this will give us a true indication now between the Munchie Glen sort of pace, tyre wear, what they're able to achieve in this next sort of last remaining few minutes of this
well,
race.
Yeah, 12 minutes to go. What are they doing? About a 1 minute 40. Oh, God, maths. It's a long time still.
Oh,
Yeah.
15 less at start.
So,
Just good Lucas, I have a big lose. Saved it again. He's just dropping back a couple of spots there behind Aaron.
yeah,
That's
so
unfortunate for Lucas. He was in a good race there,
got
mate.
it back together, but that had bunched the field just right behind him there. John.
JB.
Yeah, JB.
John, yes. It didn't
Look
that
at the back
safety
of his
car
car.
bunch the field up, John?
Oh, hasn't it? So that's Carso and Mitch Campbell just tucked in behind him there, and two formidable competitors. So yeah, just watch them as they duck into one here. Mitch all over the back of Carson in the background there.
Super interesting to see how the guys react to this tyre as it's cooled down and now cycling back up as well. Something that these drivers
Probably
will have to definitely get used to on the fly, but get a quick pressure to come back reasonably quickly once they get up to
Should come
speed.
back pretty quick, shouldn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Look,
you
I'm
know,
a firm
unknown.
believer. I'm a firm believer in not looking at the tyre gauge once the race has started.
Oh, as we
Lucas
see
off.
Lucas
off
off.
again.
So,
But yeah,
Lucas
no,
back
like, you know,
in. Has he lost tyre pressure?
Oh, you wonder.
once again, John, why look at it? There's nothing you can do about it. Absolutely nothing you can do about it. Drive
No,
the car
there
how it
isn't,
feels,
yeah.
right?
I'm on the same page as Farmer with this stuff.
If it feels loose, slow down.
They're stuffed,
right?
yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That means your tyres are stuffed. Yeah.
And if it's really stuff,
Yeah.
go get the new tyres there, that's right.
Yeah.
Pretty
So-
hard with three seats tonight though.
So yeah, just as we see the replay of Lucas off there.
I'm just watching the
Oh my
Richie
goodness.
Campbell and someone else in a 3-car accident there, Davo.
Oh yeah, Biggie with Lucas Sarr actually it was.
Again.
We might just get a 30
Might
on that
get
too.
how-
I think we're good. Oh, so we got Mitchie down the inside of Carson into the second chicane. Not making anything happen. Is this a replay? I think it is. Oh, and then just tags the back of Carson's car. Oh, and then I think Mitch Campbell might have got tagged on Carson's car, unfortunately, just on the way past. So both of them around, and Carson.
And Lucas Sarr as well was involved in that too.
Yes,
Unlucky.
yes. So I think
Yeah.
he was just sort of like late on the scene and just got tangled up with it. So
That's
yeah, unfortunate
for these guys.
for there. So yeah, interesting stuff. Mitch Campbell got a drive through currently showing
Mitch
on the
Campbell
board.
for drive-through. Well, they say safety cars breed safety cars, Davo.
They do.
That was a fine example, viewers, of what how that works. When you bunch the fuel back up, shit's gonna happen, isn't it?
It just does. It absolutely does. And like you said, this is what we love up here. It's fine for us. We're sitting up here in the comms box, and we love it. So yeah, good stuff, good racing. So fairly bit of a short field tonight, but yeah, bunched up a little bit by the safety car there, and yeah, the race continued. Sam Carson, Phil Turner, two closest cars on track at the moment. Sam Carson just actually sneaking up behind Phil Davison as we speak. Len Dewar.
Just coming around the final turn, yeah.
Yes, and how close is Mudgee this time? He stayed.
Very.
He's stayed with this time, hasn't he? And
Very.
only a little over half a second. The latter.
He's
so
close enough that if Glenn makes an error, he'll pounce.
he's on it. Who's that? Whose
Oh,
car's
you
that
know-
in the background? Nick Mack. Jeff
Oh,
Burst
McIndoe's
right
got
behind.
first. Oh, I called that, Dave.
Oh,
yeah.
I kind of thought there was going to be a little battle to watch between those two. And Nick's just been getting stronger all race.
Yeah, so that top three there, I just can't see that race being over yet. We've only got a little under 7.5 minutes to go. We've got 7:15, so it might be over.
Laps,
but
mate.
that's been a hotly contested little battle there. And well done from McIntyre, I think. He's probably been the mover and shaker tonight, really,
mate.
hasn't he? Yeah. So.
Absolutely, yeah. I know when we first casted odds, I know he was back in 9th, so to get on his way up to 3 it's been a great effort.
Poor quality from McIntyre really did set him, but made good gains. As we just see this Bill Davison, Sam Carson thing continue. Carso now right behind. He was just making some small gains, but now right behind the Davison car. Looking maybe for a pass here. He's got that run up the hill we've been talking about. We've seen it a little bit
This is it,
tonight.
This is where it's been done.
And it looks like he has it. He's got it.
He's clean.
Davison might have pulled out of that a little bit, but definitely had the commanding run up the hill.
Did he see that pass put on him by McIntyre and thought, I'm going to have a crack at that too?
That's right.
Sometimes as a driver, that's what you do. You notice when you think, how did I get past there? What did they do? And you start to look at it and reflect yourself of what you could do better in a corner, just watching how the other driver takes a line even sometimes.
Yep. So,
look at that, 3 drive-throughs popped up. So clearly the boys are really getting...
Oh, yeah. So what's that? Shackelford, Campbell and Robinson all going to have to run through the pits before the end of this race.
That's tough.
That is tough.
That is tough.
Interesting to know where all those track cuts are coming from.
It would be. That would be on our server data, no doubt. But, interesting. Where is that coming from? These guys pushing the limits. When they're in battle, gets pushed that little bit extra, doesn't it? So Mitch Campbell in the pits. It looks like he's doing a stop-go.
Is that the second time for Mitch we've seen him?
I think that is the second time we've seen him. Rusty, where's Rusty? He's still on track as we speak. Glenn Dewar and Mudgee are getting close. We have got 4.5 minutes to go, viewers. Ladies and gentlemen, watch this. It's going to go down to the wire here. They've got a couple of laps, maybe one more, maybe 3 laps to go here. Oh, 3 totally different lines.
I think Mudgee got a lot of understeer there into one, mate.
It didn't look right, did it?
It really didn't look right. Very late corner exit there, entry. What am I trying to say? We don't know. Mudgee's getting close.
Well, we know that it's probably just set him back a little bit there in T1. Gleno's got the eyes on tonight. Mudgee wants a part of that action. Is he close?
I don't think he's going to get it done, mate. I don't. I'm going to call it now.
Yeah.
I think Gleno's got this covered. I think he's had it covered from the start of the race, and I don't see it changing. I don't see it changing.
No.
In the next couple of 3 laps. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Hey. I've just got Mitchie here. He's suffered some drive-through issues. Where are you getting your cuts, Mitchie?
Yeah. Hey, boys. Look, I think predominantly turns. I think it's turn 1, and I think it's the final turn, and then after the chicane on the back straight, that right-hander just afterwards, I'm running wide, and the curves are really quite aggressive. And it's just bouncing the car all over the shop, and I don't think I'm cutting it by a lot, but it's obviously enough to register the card, and it's every time. So I'm really struggling. Car and track, it's a tough one.
Yeah, we've seen some good pace from you, mate. So can we just suggest you up your game?
Yep.
And,
I'll try harder.
That's
yeah,
advice from
thanks,
Farmer.
mate. Thanks, mate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Okay.
and
Just
good
for
on
you,
you,
mate.
Mitch.
Just for you.
Yeah.
Hey, well,
There's
hey,
only a
Pete,
couple to go there, so...
commiserations to you there, Mitchy, but thanks for the insight. We'll let you
Cheers.
get back to the pits and get that car set up, sorted out, and we'll see you in the next round, next
Definitely.
race.
No dramas, boys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Mitch.
Shot, mate.
So as we just pick up out of the back, Glenn Dyer's car, and it is on. We've got Mudgy right up behind now. Headlights ablaze. With 2 minutes to go. There will
minutes to
be
go.
this lap and another.
Yes, that's
And-
right.
Wow, this is the
It's gonna
closest
go down.
we've
What do
seen
you
it.
reckon? Here we go. Do you think? Oh,
Is it doable? Farmer's already said no.
I've said no.
I tend
I've
to
said
agree.
No, but
I think.
Has Glenn chewed up those tyres you don't want to
has
look
he?
at?
Has he overcooked them? Just pushing.
you kind of feel that if Mudgy's there, it's last lap. You kind of got to give something. You kind of give something a go, don't you? If you've got a half a sniff.
Oh.
So, but no, I'm gonna stick with the call. I'm gonna say Glenn's gonna bring this home.
Oh God, the car.
Yeah, very measured driver, Glenn. He'll know where to put the car, even where to back Mudgy up in the corner to stop him from getting a run. He's got a good racing IQ.
For sure.
He'll
for
know
sure.
what to do.
Yeah, both these boys definitely know their business. And this is the final lap.
This is us. This is us, guys.
Shakedown
Final lap.
race 1 for 2023 GT4 ROC series, ladies and gentlemen. And it's on. Straight away, Shakedown.
We don't know how many cuts these guys have too. I mean, look at the drive-throughs we've seen. The cars are obviously, you know, susceptible to it, and these guys are right on the limit too. So
They're on it, they're on it. Super smooth though, these guys.
Glenn covering, nice shallow line there.
Gives Mudgy that little bit extra punch out of the corner. Tricky stuff, this chicane. Oh, Mudgy taking plenty.
There we go. Who's got it?
Oh, and he's got the run on the
Oh.
outside. Oh, those guys are close. Oh, those guys are close.
yeah.
We're touching.
A little bit of touchy, which, you know, you
We
kind of
lo-
got to get that when you're racing with the Matt Black 21 car.
Here we go, up the
There
hill.
we go. Looks like Glenn's car got a slide coming out of there too. Back row,
This is quick. This is quick
Great
stuff from the
finish
boy.
to the race.
We've also got Davison and Sam Carson close. It's going to run down to the wire. Mudgy showing the nose. He's got nothing.
Oh,
There's
Glenno's
no way he
nice
can do it
and
from
deep into
there.
the final turn there.
Well
Wow, what
measured
a
drive.
That was
Glenno.
awesome.
Nice
Good
work.
try.
Glenn Dewar.
Even Jeff
Mate,
keep
mate. Who
keeping
was it?
McIndoe
Mark
honest
Mudgy.
right to the end too.
Jeff
Nick.
Burns for fourth.
Dave
Dave
Zero.
Zero. Where you go, Vin?
Aaron Enright, 6th position. Vaughan Martin in 7th. We saw Vaughan with a couple of slips and slides here. Phil Davison in 8th with Sam Carson really pushing him all the way to the final line there. Farmer Lucasar in 10th. Phil Turner coming down the back straight for 11th. We've got Rusty Shackelford in the pits. Brad Robinson still out on track. Yeah, he's over.
He's over.
He's over. And we did talk to Mitchy Campbell, actually, just right at the end of the stream there, trying to decipher where these guys are getting these corner cuts. And it's mainly the 3 fast corners on the track. So no surprise at all. As we look to go to, what an awesome race, guys. 35 minutes. Just smashed it out, even with a couple of safety cars.
Just like that, Davo.
Just like that.
Are we going to do interviews tonight, mate? How are we feeling about that?
Okay, yeah, why not? Just let's do some
That's a
quickies.
Couple
Okay,
of quickies.
can you pull
Okay,
down
we'll just
McIndoe?
grab the Slack into the comms booth. Welcome down into the booth there, Slick. Do you have a copy there, mate?
Copy.
Oh, roger that, cuz. Congratulations on an awesome drive, bro. Well done.
Yeah, thanks. Few chaps fell off in front, and yeah, just there to capitalise.
That's all it takes. Nice work.
That's all it takes, mate. Starting P way back on the grid, I'm going to say.
I think it was P way back. Yeah.
P fucking nowhere.
You had a really good battle with Lucas Saar. You had a real good battle with Lucas Saar in the light blue car there for a while. You obviously had the pace and you got a good move done on him, and once you're past, it was
Was it Slick we were watching going around the outside there, coming up into drift?
Yes.
It was.
You
Yeah,
made
a couple of
moves
nice
there
moves
on
bro.
Vaughan.
Yeah.
And I think it was.
It was good to watch.
Yes,
it was.
very nice to watch. Awesome work,
Right.
Nick.
Congratulations, cuz.
Thank you. Cheers.
Love your work. We'll see you again
Next race.
next race, mate.
Yeah, hopefully it'll register my time next time.
What was it doing?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
just didn't register my pit, my bloody
your quali.
quali. Yeah.
Oh, okay. We thought you might have got a bloody bit of a corner,
We
Nick.
thought you must have had a little cutty.
Yeah.
No,
okay.
no cut, mate. No red tab up the top anyway, put it that way.
There you go. Okay.
Right.
Fingers
Well,
crossed.
good luck with that.
We'll be watching.
We'll be
Yep.
watching.
Thank you.
Okay. Good work.
See
Thanks,
you.
Nick McIndoe. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see if we got Mudgy still in the room. Mark Mudgeway.
Where is?
What a
Mark?
chase.
Hey, Mudgy,
There he
well
is.
done.
Yeah, cool, eh? There's 3/10 at the end of that, right?
That was the closest you'd been all race, though.
yeah. Oh, I was trying to nurse my rear tyre. Like, I lost
Yep.
pressure on it just before that safety car came out. Like, I think it was a lap before that safety car.
Yep.
And then I was on 3 cuts as well. So I was, just sitting there. And then in the last couple of laps, I just tried to get back up to him and pressure him and got close, but not close enough.
Yeah. And look, he looked like he had a little bit in reserve there all the time. So
Yeah.
cheeky bugger. So,
Yeah, he did, mate.
yeah.
So,
we want to see you. We want to see you take it to him next race. That's
what have you got? What have you got for us?
What do you got?
What's the plan, bro? What's the plan?
The plan is to stay away from the curb on this race and then try and have a tyre towards at the end of it.
Okay.
I know if there's a safety car going to be coming, I won't push until that safety car, and then I'll push after the safety car. I think.
Right. Well, even the comms don't know when the safety car's coming out because we missed it. We missed the first one.
It's a freaking lottery.
What kind of team are you? Come on.
I know. Up your game, Farmer.
Okay.
Well, up our game. You up yours, Mudgy. 100, and let's see if you can get it.
Yeah, I need to qualify in front of him.
The next step up, bro.
Cool, man. See you next race.
Good luck with that, cuz.
Cheers, boys.
Mark Mudgeway, and last but not least, should I say first, at least, Glenn. Gleno.
Hey, boys. How you going,
Nice
guys?
work, Ray. Just commanding victory, man. You just drove away from them. Like, we were watching you. By the time you got down to the hairpin, you had about 20 car lengths on them in the first lap.
Yeah, lap one. Yeah, you were Gornberger, mate.
Yeah, we.
Yeah, and I managed to get, I'd said, the starts had been a bit of a weak point in the practice yesterday, and I thought I'll give it a nudge, and managed to get away not too bad on the safety car restart, though. The old pressures were down, and I hit one of the curbs around the middle, the first chicane, and had a deflating tyre for the remaining 10 or 15 minutes, whatever it was.
Ooh, yep. Not ideal.
We did touch on base on that.
We did base on that, and we do have some advice for you if you'd like it.
These two boys definitely have got a lot of advice around the tyre. I mean, but they're all over it.
You clearly know what you're doing, mate. You're winning the races, not us. You don't need small change out there. So we did like the little fakie that you sort of threw coming out of the final turn there, trying to maybe catch a little bit out, a little bit of antics there on the safety car restart. Loved it on the stream. Was good to watch. Not sure if it was on purpose or not, mate, but
it looked
certainly looked like you would sort of threw a fakie out there and then came back and checked them off a little bit again. So
I tried to keep it relatively sedate, and it was all about just picking my mark when to accelerate. So thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm gonna need another share after this next one, though.
Oh, there you go. So we know you're working hard. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
there's not a
also
lot.
nice to see that you've left off where you've come back in where you left off at the top. So
For
yeah,
sure.
well done, Glenn.
For sure.
Yeah, no, plenty of pressure there from Mudgee, so it was cool. I really enjoyed that.
Awesome. Awesome. Good on you, Glenn.
Good
We
work,
no
bro.
doubt will
Guys.
talk in
We'll see you soon.
another 40 minutes or so. So
Yeah, mate.
We'll try our best.
have a quick break and we'll talk soon.
Thanks, guys.
There you go.
Ciao, bro.
Glenn Dwyer. God, dominant performance, boys. There.
Yeah, well, a good performance, Dave. Absolutely, a real solid one
Yep.
from Glenn straight up. So
What
Yeah,
I am
good to
hearing
see.
though is they are working for it and they're tired, and it's not a walk in the park either, is it? They're managing kick
No.
cuts and tire pressure losses, and he's already talking about showers. So
Yeah.
there's going to be a good one, the next one.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. It was a crack of the first one. It's going to get even better. Thanks for
Excellent.
joining us. Chat
We'll
in
be
the
back
box.
soon, eh?
Yes, definitely. We're going to have a quick intermission, ladies and gentlemen. So don't go away. Talk soon.
Thanks for watching. See you soon.
Welcome back, everybody. You've joined us again for the official coverage of Asrnz's 2023 GT4 Race of Champions Series. It is race 2. It's actually quali 2, but we're here for race 2 in the Shakedown. And again, I'm joined by these couple of old legends of ASR, NZ Farmer and JB. We're back again, boys.
Thanks, Davo. Welcome, viewers.
Yep, welcome. Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. Hope you enjoyed that one.
Wasn't it awesome? Wasn't it awesome?
Yeah.
Boys are out for qualifying.
Boys are out for qualifying. Just trying to see if I can work out who's going to be our
Lead
main
car.
punter across the line. Possibly 10th car of Nick McIntyre. To be confirmed, Davo. Thinking that he might have got out early.
Remember, he said something in that post-race interview that he didn't get a registered lap in quali. So
No, he didn't. That's right.
We would expect from his finishing position in that race to see him further up too.
Yeah,
Yep.
and I know, and I think he's probably given himself a little cut that he hasn't realised or something.
Yep, absolutely.
Because sometimes you do get to the finish line and you go, oh, what?
Yeah, thought it was
What
clean,
happened
but
there?
yeah.
Yeah.
Joys of online gaming, viewers.
Yeah, joys of online gaming. Sometimes it's only a couple of millimetres in it.
Yeah, and it might not register on your screen, but it's definitely registered on the timing as we see him just run across the line as he goes. Starts his first flying
Must be
lap.
starting his hot lap. Okay.
So who's out in front of him? I think that might be.
It's
I
a
don't know.
69
Who do
car
you
of
think it is?
Jeff Rowe. Maybe it's
Yeah,
a
I thought it
69
was.
car of
I
Jeff
thought it
Burst,
might have been
actually.
Jeff Burst.
He's
so,
dark blue on my map, and I think he's on his hot lap at the moment.
Yeah. So we'll just watch him. It's actually coming down that back straightaway, actually, through the fast right hand and down into the final corner. So, yeah, just watch this space. We'll just see if we can pick up some timing on Jeff here. This qualifying session moves very quickly. We thought the 8-minute and 10-minute or so stuff was quick. This is super fast.
There it is.
There it is.
43-2 this time round.
43-2. But we got him behind with a 43-4 Sam Cast. 44-1 provisionally with Vaughan Martin.
So what's we've got optimum track. So similar conditions to the first quali session there, guys. So
Yep.
Yeah, just a little bit later in the day, isn't it?
Phil Davison provisionally 5th.
Jeff Burst.
Oh no!
Oh, top of the. Gone to the top of
No.
Nick McIntyre must have cut
sorry.
his lap and he's returned to pits again.
Oh my god.
the. Okay, there you go. That's unfortunate. Oh wow! So two qualies in a row there. Glenn still in the pits. Mudgy still in the pits. Dave 0 out.
Lucas Sark coming round, mate.
That's
Mitch
to the top.
Campbell to the
That's
top.
literally to the top.
Yeah, well spotted there, JB.
Shot.
And always quick. When Mitchy's on point, damn, he's fast.
He is. Lucas through to P5 there. We must have Dave Zero coming round.
Dave 0 coming around and across the line now.
Yeah, here he comes.
He's pretty
He's
handy.
P5 too.
Rusty Shackelford was one of the others. Must be getting on. He's down in the hairpin at the moment. Who else have we got on? I think it's just a Glendura car.
I think those guys are going to start off the back, those two.
No, I think those boys are just sitting back. Yeah, we're going to do a little bit of a reverse. We're a bit of a reverse grid thing going on here, viewers.
Yeah,
so,
well, they've run out of time if they want to start their quali lap because there's not enough time.
well, haven't they what? So, awesome stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, look, always interesting to watch, and we definitely applaud it. These boys sitting out of qualifying, the two quickest cars easily on track last in the first race. So, yeah, awesome stuff from the boys there to sit out and start from the back of the pack. Let the other guys get up the front a little bit. Rusty Shackelford.
Rusty with a nice clean lap here, mate. Been just keeping an eye on this car as he goes around the track, mate. He's just coming through into the final
corner.
Oh,
little bit wide.
A little bit wide there, yes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it just looked like it didn't want to turn as it was stopping there. Just missed the inside apex, but there you go.
There's 8.
8th
Nice
position.
P8. Yeah,
Nice
nice
work
work.
from Rusty.
Yeah, look, those top 8 cars, separated by 1.2 seconds. That's pretty good.
Yeah, nice stuff. Nice stuff. Quali 2 over and out there for the Asrnz 2023 GT4 ROC series. Obviously brought to you by SJS and ABC Tech, as usual, and Outdoor Effects and Sundry. So there's yes, plenty of action on track with even just such a short field, with 15 drivers on track tonight. So qualifying over, we have Mitch Campbell with a screamer. Nice stuff. 43.1. Jeff Burst with a 43.2. Sam Carson 43.4. Brad Robinson in 4th. Dave Zero 5th. Lucas R6. 7th is Vaughan Martin. 8th, we were just talking about Rusty Shackelford. Nice clean lap. Right at the last minute too. Puts it in 8th position. Aaron Enright in 9th. Phil Turner in 10th. Phil Davison in 11th. Who else we got? Nick McIndoe in 12th. Nick McIndoe, guys.
Yeah, didn't get that lap
Hey?
in.
Yeah,
Durham
didn't
aboard
reach
that
the lap
when he comes
Yeah.
through the back chicane there, so must have got a cut there and realised straight away and
Yeah.
sort of pull off to the grass.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
tough gig for him, but lucky it's just Shakedown. Yeah, the main game's next week, but yeah, also Glenn Dyer and Mark Mudgeway sitting it out, doing the reverse grid thing, and yeah, going to work their way through the field. So it'd be good, interesting stuff for us to watch at least. Hey guys.
Yes. Yeah. These guys will obviously have a good shot at it. It'll be hard fought, but I would expect most of them to get at least up to the back of maybe Jeff Burst. Mitchie might go. Mitchie might run away with
Mitchie
it
might
there.
run it, yeah.
Starting on pole, you know, I think, yeah.
Without the
Certainly
likes of
good
of
opportunity.
Dyer and Mudgee behind him,
Yes.
you know, he might just be able to stretch that lead enough. But who knows, ladies and gentlemen, we may get a safety car. So and that will change the whole game. That's what it's all about. So yeah, fingers crossed from us up in the comments box here. But let's see what happens. We've got 30 seconds.
30
counting
seconds to
down.
go. So just a reminder, I guess we are doing 7 series here. We've got 7 cars, 7 different tracks. Race of Champions, they call it. You're the man. You can drive all the different manufacturers on all the
Right.
different tracks. Around, obviously, next week we've got coming up Suzuka in these Janetas. So
Beautiful.
this has been great practice for these guys in this car. Yeah.
And Suzuka will be epic in these things. Massive
Yeah,
track.
big track. You'd expect them to do some big drafting down some of those big long straights too.
Yeah.
So
Super
track's a lot
flowy.
wider too. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Nice Formula
Yeah.
One track. And,
Very
yeah, just-
flowing track, isn't it, if you get it right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course.
So, of course, yes. But yeah, you can get a nice rhythm. These are such a great handling car. You know, that I think that, you know, with the power that they've got and the handling that they've got, it should be good.
Interestingly enough, one thing I noted with these Janetas, and like you just said, they are a great car. They are a real driver's car. They react nicely in the slide, and you can catch them, and plenty of power, and they sound great. Typically, a lot of these cars that we have been driving through GT3s are left-hand drive cars. This Janeta is a right-hand drive car. So the first thing I noticed was sitting on the different side of the car and sighting your apexes slightly differently. So another thing some of these drivers will have to deal with too.
Yeah, they're probably adjusting to that a little bit, eh? So, but that's interesting to note. You know, like
It actually was,
even
yeah,
like you
yeah.
know, like we New Zealand and Australia, we drive right-hand drive cars, but you know, quite often in our sims we drive left-hand. You get so used to driving a sim as a left-hand drive car, so it's
I don't know,
crazy.
it does seem crazy. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's only a small difference, but like it really does. You've got a lot of muscle memory in play where you look and sight and hit apexes, and you're just sitting in a different part of the track when you approach that corner, and it's really weird. But it's good.
It also
Challenge for everyone.
it also affects your on-screen displays as well, doesn't it? Because you have them set up for a left-hand drive car, and all of a sudden the LCD screen and whatnot, everything's on the other side. And also obviously you have to move sort of stuff around, and you're not turning your head the same way that you always were to look at some data or something that's actually over there now because you're on the other side of the car.
Yeah, so you're just sort of out of your
More
comfort zone a
prominent
little
in
bit,
VR,
aren't you?
in VR, a lot more prominent than when you are in that different side of the car.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's the same in a single screen or triples. But every driver, different rigs, different type of sim gear they're running. But the ultimate goal, to be first.
Go fast.
Absolutely. As the boys start to get
Where do we
G'd
go,
up.
mate? Here we go. Gritting up.
They're gritting down this back straight here. Like I said in race 1, it's a perfect track to grit up for these boys. They've got this really long back straight, nice and straight, and just into this final corner, which isn't too sharp, no hairpin or anything, and they can really get on it as required. Here we go. Asrnz 2023 GT4 Racer Champions Series. It is race 2. Ladies and gentlemen, the lights are about to go green. We've got Mitch Campbell in the lead. Here we go.
Oh, good start from Mitch.
And I have a drive-through for Nick McIndoe and Glenn Dewar.
A couple of little cheated
some reason.
moments there in the background there off the
That's
start.
the rest of the field. We got Lucas Saar and Ford
Lucas.
Martin just tapping guards there, trading a bit of paint. Who's that in the background there as well?
Ooh, someone slightly off on the grass there.
I think that might have been the Turner car. I'm not sure who. The timing just goes mental on us. We can't actually do much here, guys, as everything equalises again. That looks like Enright, Ford Martin. Trading paint again through the hairpin. Who's that right behind him? That is Nick McIndoe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Getting on board with Nick McIndoe. Just look at this thing going on here.
Oh, who was that spearing off in the background there? Looked like Dave Zero.
Dave Zero's dropping down my time sheets, mate. Yeah. Oh, who we got the free car there? Is that
Nick McIndoe? Nick McIndoe out.
Someone else off as well.
On the chicane there, also.
People not judging the braking marker right there on the first lap.
So that got a little bit out of hand there. McIndoe in 9th, started from, I think, 3rd last. Like we mentioned, Dyer and McIndoe, both with drive-throughs, just to kick things off.
Oh, and how many laps have they got to serve that, Dave? Is it 2 or 3, I think,
I
only?
am not sure. It's not a lot.
They do it straight away? Yeah, I think I just saw Glenn shoot into the pits there.
Glenn's in, both of them are in.
Both of them are in.
Yeah,
okay.
Just to serve that immediately. Mitch Campbell running away. Jeff Burse with all sorts of pressure. No, actually it's Sam Carson, Brad Robin, which is just behind where the battle is.
Yeah, Brad.
So that's
not sure what happened to Brad in race 1, but he had a bit of pace there prior to him.
Yeah, so he ended up in the pits, didn't he? Retired.
He did end up in the pits with the car, so good to see him back on track. There,
absolutely.
P4 at the moment, putting good pressure on his mate Sam.
No, for sure. Never back down, never stay down. Brad, just get up and get into it. That has spread the field a little bit. Just those that first lap shenanigans there a little bit has changed the dynamic of the race really early there. Actually, just that field looks a little bit more spread than it was last round. Just watching Mudgeway coming up on the back of Vaughan Martin and Aaron Enright battle already.
Right, so Mudgeway up to P8 there, Davo, from starting, I think 13th, 14th on the grid, so
he's got those cars
he's doing
well inside, yeah.
He's doing well. well.
So good clean start.
Also with the fastest lap of the race too.
Yeah, fast lap of the race, and no scratches on that car so far, which is unusual. I don't expect to see it. I don't expect to see it like that.
What are you trying to say?
Finish the race, yeah.
There's a
Mark
couple
my
of cars
words.
up ahead. There could be a couple of scratches coming up.
Yeah,
So.
mark my words, viewers. That car will have scratches on it at the finish line.
Okay, you heard it from Farmer first. There you go. And we see
These
Ford
boys are
Martin.
one of them, aren't they?
All over it. Oh, and I'm sure we saw these two cars come together in that very same corner last
Ooh.
race as
There we go.
Vaughan taking
Vaughan.
aggressive action. It's gone
Big
wide.
Got it all wrong. Got it all wrong there.
So we'll
That
have
was a
another
nice,
quick look
easy
at-
pass there.
We'll have
for
another
Mochi,
quick look
wasn't
at this on the replay.
But it was a good save too. You know, although he got
Yeah.
it wrong, he was able to actually still catch that car.
Almost a bit of a slapper there, eh? Was as he sort of catches it out on the grass. Yeah.
Jeff Burst now with the fastest lap of the race, 1:43.2. So
and yeah, making some ground, isn't he there? So nice work.
he's got a carrot in front of him.
Look, but he's got Carso and Robinson, like right. And who's that right behind him? Robinson. Yeah, so he's got plenty of heat behind him there.
Good little battle actually for the top four there.
Yeah, absolutely, and that'll excite Brad too, because you know he's seeing first, second, and third right in front of him, and as he breaks himself into
There we go.
a bit of a touch up there.
Oh, big
These guys are
slide.
good mates. These guys are good mates.
Oh, we're going to pick up on a replay of that.
Gonna
Now,
have
these
to,
nose to tail,
Absolutely.
down the
And
back
who's there to
straight.
pick it up? Lucas Saar slips in there and says, "Thank you very much. I'll join into that now." Oops, and there's a bit of touching going up front there.
So, yeah, just Carso here, just a pinch of the rear brakes there.
Didn't look like much, did it?
Nah, it didn't look like much.
I
And
don't
I'm
even
not
know.
sure what that car is behind him because it's out of position. But Lucas Saar picked up the position. That must have been the Nick McIndoe car or something. One of the cars is out of position there, so in that replay. There you go. Little pinch of the rears, big sideways, drift moment. We love it. Jeff Burse in first position now.
He has slipped past Mitchie. Has he made a mistake? Mitchie was complaining, wasn't he?
Made a
When
mistake
we did
there with
talk to him.
Yeah.
Has he?
So Mitch not gonna let it go though, as he just shows the nose all the way to the chicane here. Yeah, like you said, guys, surely he must have made a little bit of an error there.
Because this will be playing on him. You know, we saw him with the drive, so he talked about he wasn't happy with the car. It was bouncing off curbs, he said, and he was getting cuts, especially at turn one. They're all talking about the turn one cuts and the curb at their chicane that we talked about at the start of the race, where they're losing pressure. So they're the key parts of this track there.
Well, that's
clearly
most
on
of the
these
track.
guys. Yeah.
Like,
So.
Just watching Lucas Saar there drifting wide too, coming up the hill there, obviously pushing very hard. Great to
Now-
see. And did he win one of the GT3 series? Did that? Would I be
Lucas,
right
I
in saying
think,
that?
think,
Lucas,
I
did Lucas
think
shine
he
there
got a
in one of the-
podium in
He,
the
yeah,
AMs or something. Yep.
so
Yeah.
certainly has got the ability to run up the front end of this field.
Definitely. As we just pick up again on the Vaughan Martin Aaron Enright battle, these guys have been inseparable all night. That looks
Mudgie's
like
managed
Vaughan
to have
down
made
the
his way
inside,
past.
down the outside. Sorry. Mudgie.
No, yeah,
Mudgie.
sorry, I got excited then, like, because Mudgie was behind Aaron, all over the back of Aaron, and as you picked up on that, you're right.
You're right, there, JB, and he's through to P6 without a scratch
Yeah, nice work.
so far. So nice work from Mudge.
Without a scratch there. So
Still without
another
a
thing
scratch. Fair enough.
I've just picked up on as well is Glenn back in 10th has made his way forward. He has got the purple sign next to his name, which means he's got the fastest lap. And I'm going to say It's a blisteringly quick lap. It's a 1:42.2. That is
Wow.
like very, very fast. So he is really pushing hard early.
Yeah.
We heard Mudgee talk about conserving tyres until a possible safety car. Glenn obviously is not conserving tyres. He's
No.
on the limit.
No, but remember we did talk to him pre-race, and he said that he did have a little reserve if need be. There it is.
Yeah, we all say that, Davo, though, don't we? You know.
Well, some of us deliver, clearly.
You've always got a little bit more.
Gleno's delivering right
He
now
is,
as we
he
speak.
is delivering now.
Putting that car
there
on
is
top.
the only other driver doing 42s actually is the Nick McIndoe car, but you're right. Apart from that, he's a full second quicker than the next fastest lap on track.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, one to be reckoned with. We still
Actually,
have 25 minutes to go.
Mudgee just put in a nice 42.5 in his last lap too, so he's
Very,
pushing on now.
very nice.
Yeah, awesome stuff, guys. Lucas Saar is going to have a little bit of trouble in his rear vision mirrors.
Soon enough, Brad
soon
Robinson and then Mark Mudgway.
And Mark Mudgway putting pressure on Brad. Brad's going to be putting pressure on Lucas. Is really going to be feeling the heat.
Pretty bloody soon, too.
Pretty bloody soon, yes.
So,
and of course, Brad feels the pressure too, doesn't he? It's like, you know, shit, there's Mudgee. He's going to get me, you know.
and the mistake. And look at the distance between Saar's car and Brad's already as Brad goes into defensive mode. Now that we're talking, you know, not even one sector, and he's pulled back from Lucas to go into defensive mode. Yeah, tight stuff. Down into the final corner. All of them out wide. And we heard Mitch talk about it. All the boys talking about the corner cutting. T1 as well.
T1 was a hot spot, yeah.
Another
the
one.
exit here when you run too wide, and all of them you can see just staying within the limits.
Yeah.
Nicely that time.
Yeah. And it's the kink right out of the second chicane down the back straight was the third corner they were worrying about. I think we have
And I
a
think
safety
we have
car.
a safety car, buddy. I've just noticed that the leader is backed up there behind the Lexus safety car, sponsored there.
Nice work.
Mates.
First time we've seen a safety car in race 2, Farmer. It is in a trial period, so this may have been no incident, to be honest, viewers, but you know, he's out there, it's stress testing the whole situation, and the boys will form up behind it at about 120 kilometres an hour, leaving a couple of cars distance, you know, a safe distance between each other. We expect the safety car to stay out, what, a couple of laps, you think, Farmer?
Yeah, I think the boys were saying that possibly a little bit longer than the one lap. There was a couple of people there that may not have actually caught up to the back of the pack there. So
Yeah, okay.
I think this is going to be a 2-lap trial this time around.
Yep.
Davo, who do we have? Do we have data here that tells us that everybody is on lap 6 at the moment?
Yes, that's right.
And they are all together there. Maybe just the last car there, Phil, just coming onto the back of the pack now. So good stuff. This is good stuff.
Yes, it is good stuff. Yeah, so expect that safety car just to hang around for a little bit longer. Now, we've been talking about this new whole tyre scenario these guys are going through with the new format for the ROC this year, and the tyre wear that, you know, like these guys might be struggling with. You know, you'd think the safety car, Farmer, might be just a little bit of a saving grace for the tyre, you know, like just to let it. Do you think so? Am I wrong there?
I mean, if you're in the lead, I guess it's just taking chunks of time out of your race for you without you doing anything, isn't it? You know, you're like, yeehaw. But then you've got the pressure of the whole field right up your bomber game
Yeah.
on the restart.
Yeah.
Obviously, you've got to then put, perfect laps down.
Hard call, isn't it?
It is a hard call. It is a hard call.
Yeah, I just thought just that cooling that tyre and just letting it cycle down a little bit, might help save it a little bit, because I know they're running on limited tyre sets. I just thought, that might just give them that little bit of edge. But like you said, it bunches the whole field back and they just go straight into battle again. It's very little reprieve, isn't it?
It is very little reprieve, and I'm not sure if they can go through a cycle, perhaps. How actual realistic it really is.
Yep.
Yeah, certainly may help, mate. Certainly may help the duration of the tyre throughout the race. In fact, it kind of has to. So yeah, but how much? I'm not too sure. Yeah.
Anyway, at face value, we've been watching so far. We're about 20 minutes left in this race, and after race 1, it looked like most of the boys were dealing with their tyre situations. Some of it was getting a little bit hectic and a little bit slippy at the end there, but it was all.
Yes.
Most guys stayed pointing in the right direction.
Yes, no,
Awesome.
it was, and we saw a lot of cups at the end of the race there, obviously from the tyre wear really paying off.
Yes, that was probably
Okay.
one of the telling things, wasn't it? As we
Yes,
just see
right.
the beautiful, we'll just actually focus on it for a little bit here, the beautiful Lexus safety car here running around. I'd say the lights are out on it because it's sort of picked up pace and it looks like it's heading back to the pits.
Absolutely.
So
Looks like we're about to go green again.
I'd say
Viewers.
these boys now, I think the protocol here is the boys will have to get right around the final corner and at least to the pit entry before they can.
Yeah, I do understand that these guys do have to wait until at least pit entry before the acceleration zone as such
Yep.
is allowed to
Single
happen.
file.
And single file and no overtaking until the start-finish line. So
Yep.
that's not to say that you can maybe have a little bit of a run prior to that start-finish line and then get that done after it, which is obviously what you were trying to achieve if you're behind.
For sure,
somebody.
for sure. As the safety car now in, lights are out, and they go racing again. Fingers crossed. We're single file here, so good clean start from the boys.
Was, mate. Actually, I didn't realise we were going across the start-finish line there, Dave, and it is on. Sorry there, viewers, for blabbering away, but
Yes.
good little battle. Look, Mitchie's going to want to get this done on Jeffrey
Oh,
and reclaim that top spot where he
you'd
sort
think
of,
so, right?
started the race from. So I expect that to be a good little battle up there.
Yeah, we've also got Glenn Dyer and Dave Zero side by side through one of the only corners on this track you do not want to go side by side through. Oh my God. Wow, and that looks like Nick McIndoe right behind Gleno as well. So what a restart for those boys. Let's see if we can pick that camera here. Just watch these two boys come down into this left-hander. Glenn on the outside, side by side, they
on the
touch
outside.
paint. Sideways.
Oh.
Whoa. Both cars on track. Wow, Farmer. That is hectic stuff.
And you can see how much, Glenn actually had to lift off there to
Didn't he?
not only to save it, but to get back in front.
That piece of track there invites you to carry so much speed into it, and I tell you, when you go offline there, you're only going to the grass, aren't you? And we've seen huge accidents where the cars veer off on the grass and just carry on and bowl everyone out at the hairpin. So there's a tyre wall down the end of the hairpin on the inside of the corner to stop guys spearing across the track. So usually end up in that. So it's not Which is a huge consequence for the damage of the car. However, we've seen many cars seem to somehow slip straight through that.
There's a little gap. There's that little gap there, isn't there? Yeah. So nice work. As I can't help but watch this.
He's got to run again.
Dyer
Leno and Dave Zero.
Here we
And
go again,
around the
carbon
outside
copy.
again.
Here he goes again. Trying the
But-
same move.
Trying to force this inside move here, isn't it? Really?
Oh,
Force
Dave
it.
Zero.
Nice
Well done.
work.
A lot
Now
of
as
room.
McIndoe takes
Yeah.
advantage. Oh, it's hard not to
Dave
watch.
could have covered then, and he didn't.
Sorry, because we've also got Mitch Campbell and Jeff Burse up the 40 end, so I'm just trying to keep an eye on these boys.
It's on
Tight.
there too,
Look at the
Davo.
group in front of that
It's
as
on,
well.
yeah.
I think that's
It's also on
Mudgy,
behind
Vaughan,
Lucas
Martin.
Sarr. Oh my God.
The car
was
without a scratch.
A lot of heat on it.
Yeah,
Well,
Mudgy, Brad
How was-
Robertson, Lucas Sarr.
how
Epic
was
battle.
Mudgy's car looking?
And here we go,
Beautiful.
up the front, Jeff Burse, Mitch Campbell. Down the back straight. Looking tidy as. 15 minutes, a little over 15 minutes to go. Oh, a lot over 15 minutes to go actually, about 15 minutes and 41 seconds. But yeah, Mitch Campbell chasing Jeff Burse. Got Lucas Sarr, Brad Robinson, and look at this, Lucas Sarr on the inside across the start finish. Brad Robinson,
Brad-
he's going to get him
Brad
here on
did
the
it, son.
inside.
Yes, Brad will get this done. And
Mudgy not
again,
quite close enough to
Oh.
follow through, or is he?
and that part of the
Good run
track
through
where
one. Oh, he's got
yeah.
it as well.
And then back to the Glen. Glen Aaron right, Dave Zero McIndoe battle. Mate, where do you watch? There's only 15 cars on track, viewers. It's just hectic.
Yeah, great
Awesome
to have
stuff.
great to have them bunch back up behind the safety car for the
For
comp
sure.
team and for the viewers, Davo. It makes great racing
Oh, absolutely.
to get them all so
absolutely.
close again on track like this.
it reinvigorates the driver, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. And,
Look at these
yeah.
guys going at it. Very difficult to
Here we go,
pass
here
on
we
this
go.
track in these cars.
little
Man.
run.
Oh, here we go.
Mudgy
Jeff-
on Brad.
Jeffro with a bit of trouble
Glenn
here.
in
He-
the back of
Jeffro,
Aaron.
Glenn.
Back
Oh,
soft.
we got Dave
Dave
Zero off
Zero
in
into the back of
background.
him. Nudge away.
It's on.
Brad Robinson.
Glenn off too.
Mitch Campbell
Yeah.
way back now. What
I
happened
think
there?
Dave Zero and Glenn have had a maybe little touch up.
Yeah, Glenn touched Aaron Enright. Hang on, let me look on that. Here we go. Replay on Glenn.
Ah, right.
Oi.
And then backed off.
Oh.
Dave Zero gets in the back of Glenn.
Nowhere to go.
So
Yeah.
Got
not
the back
pretty.
of Aaron Enright there, and it's not pretty.
Jeff Burse gets Brad Robinson now.
So
Now,
hang on,
this
Sam
pack-
Carson is now leading this race, Davo. What have we missed?
What have we missed? You're right.
Jeff Burse was leading.
Mitch Campbell went back. I missed it. I went back looking for it. I couldn't find it. So Mitch Campbell made a mistake. Sam Carson. So that's
Something in
so
there.
so Burse has gone back as well.
Burse
Mind
is
you.
back. Yes,
So
that's right.
major mistake there.
And Carson, Sam's checked out.
And Sam's on it. So that was
Ooh,
a
Brad
definite mistake
really
because Brad is right behind. That pack is way caught up to Burse. So massive changes at the top end of the field there, guys.
And look, this is what happens, I guess, once that field bunches back up. We talked about it revigorating the driver and sensing opportunities and driving with some red mist, the pressure. We heard the physicality that Glenn had. He needs a shower after this one. And
Yeah.
again,
it's
clearly
tough.
hard to work back through the pack too.
Yeah.
So it's all on.
Yes. Yeah, plenty of
Yeah.
work going on there.
And the concentration level to do this as well is really intense. The cars, as they are losing grip and you're so close behind a car and another car so close behind you, your heart rate does definitely go up.
It's elevated and just especially the way these cars would start to move around towards the end of the race too. The concentration would be intense. So yeah, nice work. Carso stepping out. He'll be loving this as we got Burse in second. He's probably just shaking his head going, how did all this happen? Brad Robinson, he's going to chase, but Brad Robinson has Mark Mudgeway behind him, right? So we got over 11 and a half minutes to
It
go.
does. And there's Mitchie in 5th, mate, behind
Yep.
Mitchie. So
Yep.
in front of Lucas Sarr
So
there.
he'll recover, won't he? To a
Mitchie
certain
and
extent.
Jeffro have slipped back in the pack here. Can't help but think something might have happened there looking at the state of Jeffro's car between those two. Possibly why they've gone back a few posies on track, mate.
Yeah.
Mudgeway all over the back of Brad
what do you say?
again, looking.
You would have expected a damaged car from Mudgy, not Jeffro. Jeffro's car still...
no, Jeffro's pretty good at getting some scratch ups on his car generally too, isn't he?
They're on even par, you reckon? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to put myself in that category too.
Oh,
so, you know,
well, fair call. Hang on, I've seen your car.
We've seen a beaten up Weepies on track more than once, Davo.
Your panel beating bill is way up there. As these boys go hard out, Brad Robertson, Mark Mudgeway, Mitch Campbell trying to recover from what was clearly a big mistake there a few laps ago. We've missed it, unfortunately, on the telecast, but yeah, playing catch up. Jeff Burrs also must have been caught up with that. Dropped back to second, but yeah, he's slowly gaining on Carso, I think, actually, guys. Just slowly reeling that back in. He's pulled away from Robinson there. So, yeah, just watch that space. 10 minutes to go. Anything can happen.
10 minutes to go. Last lap round, Jeffro was 4 tenths quicker. So he's got approximately, 6 or so laps to go.
Yep.
Oh, and I'm just noticing, Davo, again, the beautifully sparkly Lexus safety car there has pulled up in front of the field.
Oh, it has too. Very nice. So again.
And controlling those again now. That will give those guys.
Oh, God, this is going to be a sprint to the end here.
Glenn, Aaron. That'll bring them all back into the pack again.
Yep. Because we've got Glenn, obviously, with a bit of a faux pas with Aaron Enright, pulled him back. Aaron came back with him. Dave Zero actually got tangled up in that, so he came back as well. So it'll bunch all those guys right up behind. Only 15 cars on track, so this will bring it back together, and it'll be on 9 minutes to go. Be interesting to see whether that safety car stays at 1 or 2 laps this time. Also Farmer, you know, with the pack probably bunching up a little bit quicker this time.
Yes, that's right, Davo. And these guys are all sort of bunched up behind them already.
What's your call? Do you think it would be coming in this time? Yeah. We see him just drive away there.
We do.
So clearly the lights.
There you go, Davo. That was a good call, mate. Just the single lap there under the safety car required this time round. So, and I think that's the right decision there with the pack is ready to go.
Yeah, and obviously, unfortunately, even the safety car clips the corners every now and then and is subjected to its own penalties, and now currently has to drive, serve a drive-through penalty. So, safety car in the pits as we speak.
And we will have a talk with the officials about the speed that the safety car has been pulling out of that lane.
Absolutely. So, Sam Carson leading the field.
Sam Carson, he's got control. Nice control, Davo. A couple of the boys sneaking out front of him.
Oh, yeah, a little bit staggered on the start there.
Nicely done, though. I'm going to say there was another good restart.
Excellent restart. Just look back, look at Mudgy just gaining. Who's that? That is Brad Robinson. He wants a part of that car straight away. That's Mitch Campbell right behind him too, mind you. Mitch Campbell led this race for pretty well half the race. So Mitchy definitely looking for some reprieve, but he's got Mudgy to go through first before he gets anything done. So we see the safety car out once again this race, boys, and it's bunched the field up again, hasn't it, JB?
It has.
Yeah, it did, and looks like some of the punters at the back there have just been caught up in a bit of an incident, and some return to the pits. So not sure what's happened there, but we do seem to have lost car 34, car 96.
Ooh, that's
So
so
that's
good.
the car of Aaron Enright and Glenn Dewar there.
Glenn Dewar again. So that's unfortunate.
Okay, so yeah, a bit of rough and tumble there for those guys.
Oh
at
yeah,
race two.
those guys have been, mate, they've been in the wars. We saw it earlier, live there, and got a bit of a replay there. Dave Zero got tangled up in that incident as well, but the boys are now back and full flight as we see Carso. Now he's got Burst right behind him. Now it's Robinson, and it's Mudgee, and it's Mitch Campbell. So it's not just Burst he's got to contend with. He's got a well angry pack there right behind him.
Oh, this is going to be great. 6 minutes of racing, mate.
Bloody hell, 5.5.
To the end.
It's on. Good, clean restart. These guys are on point straight away. Lucas Saar with a drive-through.
Drive-through, and another cut for Lucas Saar, obviously to give him that final warning for the drive-through. You are allowed 3, I think the fourth one is the drive-through.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
We probably should clarify that, but
We probably should there, David.
Yeah,
Me and JB both drive in this game.
No,
Is it
JB
the fourth
won.
one?
Yeah, right. If you get three cuts, on your fourth one, you're going for a
Fourth
drive
one you go
through.
straight, yeah.
Yep.
So your first one, you kind of go, but your second one, you go, oh shit, I better not get any more.
oh,
And it doesn't take too long to pick up the next two sometimes. So, yeah, unlucky.
beautiful pass from Budgeway there. We might get a replay on it actually.
Excellent move.
Yeah, down into the second chicane. So yeah, nice and tidy from that little gaggle of cars there. There's 4 boys really from Mitch all the way up to Carso there. That's the top 4 in the field. It's actually 5, should I say? But watch this from Mudgeway.
Super late under brakes.
Oh,
David.
unbelievable. Now it's still forcing the issue. Bam. Brad's got nowhere to go. That's a corner cut if he goes out on the outside there.
Drive through for
So,
Robinson.
unfortunate stuff. So there you go. Nice pass.
Yeah, good work. Good work from Mudgee.
Yeah. So we got drive-throughs for both Lucas Saar and Brad Robinson now.
Brad Robinson with a
So
drive through
yeah,
as well.
these guys will only
Yeah.
have a lap or so to do this now because we're going to wind down. Sam Carson pulls out. He's not pulling much though.
He's not. And
Yeah.
Mudgee now with eyes on Jeffro.
And that gap could shorten pretty quickly, couldn't it?
Yes, yeah, it could absolutely.
Well, the car of Mark Mudgee definitely has pace, so yeah, it's not going to be a matter of if, it's when. He is actually rattling Jeff, and it's going to be a tough one for Jeff with these closing laps to have the pressure in front and behind.
For sure. Like, literally, they have got, I'd say, 2 laps to go.
Yeah, this will probably play into the hands of Sam Carson as she quite nicely, just with that pressure coming onto the back of Jeffro behind him.
Absolutely, yeah.
And,
And again, like I think we noticed it earlier, that sandwiched car, you see them just back off the lead car almost immediately as they go into defence mode. Probably not so much here with old Jeffro.
As we see Jeffro just
he's holding his ground.
Tweak it to the centre of the track there. Yeah.
That's defence mode for Jeffro.
It's just to say, don't even think about it. Yeah, yeah.
And as this is winding down, and I know it's red hot up here, Phil Turner doing a standout job on his rookie debut here at Asrnz, battling away in there in 11th and 10th, sorry, so 11th now. So yeah, excellent to see you on track.
Yeah, good to see Phil and the satellite team there to Vaughan, Martin, wasn't he?
Yeah, good stuff.
And this is baptism by fire, I tell you.
Oh,
what a night to turn up a race.
isn't it? What? Yeah, these guys are, and they're running hot tonight too in these cars. This combo it's a roller coaster. This is flat out, this is kart racing with big cars. So
It's a great four-way battle for the front now.
And look at the intent of all
130 to
these
go.
cars. Is
Ooh,
the
here we
tyre
go. Here we
is the
go.
tyre falling away from Carso?
I think
He's
Jeffro might
really-
have gone wrong there. Oh, Munchie was going to get in there.
oh, it's going to end in tears. It's getting close,
Hey.
boys.
Brad not giving up either.
Oh,
He's decided
oh,
not. Don't worry
Look at
about
them off the
drive-through.
ripple strip, bouncing. Fucking Broncos there, both of them, second and third. They're going to get one more lap after this, ladies and gentlemen.
And actually, the guy in fourth has a drive-through to do as he fakes it sideways.
Garso's got a run now. Who was that? Doing the faker out the back there was Mitch Campbell. No, Brad Robinson.
Actually, Mitchie having a good bit of redemption here from race one, moving
lap.
himself up into fourth. So Brad disqualified. I know. So
Yeah, Brad
Yeah, didn't serve his drive through.
Serve his drive-through, yeah.
He's too busy racing. It's because it's
why
bloody
not?
good
Why
fun.
wouldn't you?
So why stop now? It's a shakedown. But yeah, nice work from these guys. That is flat out. That is good racing, isn't it, guys?
So look at Castro. He's got his head clear now. He's
Oh,
got that little
oh.
bit of a gap,
He'll be loving this.
and wanting it to end at the same time.
Well,
Oh, yes.
well,
yes,
Mudgy, what's the
There we
issue
go.
on Jeffro?
Jeffro just wagging the tail there.
Oh, this could
It's
still
gotta run,
happen
it's
yet.
gotta
Here we
run,
go.
It's got to run. It's got to run.
He's got a solid run.
Oh, here we
Oh,
go.
they're-
There's the touch. There's the scratches. There's the scratches
There's
we
the
talked
scratches.
about.
Come on.
Oh, there's some more. There's some more.
Oh, hey.
Oh,
Oh,
there's
Hey.
some more. No,
Goodness. Poor, Carso, innocent victim there. Like that is just a horror story. So
And who ripped through? Who ripped through? Who took advantage of all of that, mate? We
Oh,
went from my data
Bertho and
Cornelius.
Mitchie Campbell.
burst is
Oh,
gone.
Nick McIndoe. Nick McIndoe.
McIndoe through to
He's-
P3.
Yeah. So,
Well,
that's
these guys are coming around to finish the race here, mate.
yeah. So Jeff burst across the line with his boys so close behind. Mitch Campbell, Nick Mackett, Vaughan Martin. Vaughan Martin will be loving it. Sam Carson, here we dirty.
damn,
Mighty.
Carso, that is
Dave
just,
Zero.
that's-
Dusty Shackelford in 8th. Phil
Unlucky.
Davidson in 9th. Phil Turner. Welcome again, Phil Turner in 10th. Rester in the pits. There you go. Like, what a cracker that was, guys. Wow.
Woo. It
Let's
was
get-
heating up at the end, wasn't it? Jesus.
Awesome race.
Ah,
Yeah, that safety car really mixed that up for us. didn't it?
Typical ASR. NZ. Finish last 5 minutes of a race. You guys need to get back used to this sort of stuff because it is epic. We got to get a couple of the boys up in here. Let's have a quick chat.
Yeah, let's grab down our third place getter. And yeah, well done again. Slick, good to have you
Mr.
back, mate.
McIndoe.
Another solid effort, bro.
Jesus,
They wiped
mate.
out in front of you.
Yeah, man. There's
And-
plenty going on.
And you didn't qualify again. You poor bugger.
No, you know, I got to cut that time.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah,
Fair enough.
but it's all good. That was fun. It was real fun.
Yeah, good race, mate.
Once again, everyone just falling off in front, and I just putted up the middle.
Well, I don't know
Yeah.
about putted, mate. You still, your car looks pretty good, and you had some pretty good lap times there. I think your best was you dipped into the 142.9. So yeah, not bad.
Not bad for
Well
putting
done.
around.
Yeah. There or thereabouts, eh?
Yeah, no, good on you, mate. Good on you. And hope to see you all series, yeah?
Yep, that's the plan, man. As
Awesome,
long as
bro.
work permits.
For sure, for sure. The ever dreaded man, we always, yes.
The real life commitments. They
Dang.
suck, don't they? They just
They
get in the road.
They
yeah.
get in the way, mate.
They
It's
do,
fucking
yeah.
tough.
Awesome work. It'd be great to see you on track each week, mate.
Yep.
Congratulations on tonight. We'll see
Yeah,
you again,
thanks.
eh?
Yep. Oh, that's the plan.
Good
Sweet,
stuff.
bro.
Thanks,
and
Nick.
congratulations to the addition to your addition to your family too.
Yeah, cheers.
Oh,
Yep.
yes, congratulations. Thanks, Nick.
Thank you. Cheers, boys.
Nick McAdoe, ladies and gentlemen. Who have we got next?
We're going to drag down
Oh,
old
that was,
mate
Mitchy
and
Campbell.
P2. Mitchy Campbell, well done, buddy. Congratulations.
Mitch Campbell. You got us?
No.
You got ears on?
Hey, sorry.
Hey,
Here
there
we
he
are.
is.
Yo.
Push to talk.
Good
So
race,
it's a
bro.
button.
Good pedal.
Yeah, thank you. A lot better than a lot better than race one.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. What happened? We missed something there. You were leading and
did.
fucking
Jeffro,
Jeff was
you and
right
Jeffro
behind
went
you,
backwards
and then
you
we
ended up
missed
5
something. And
places
You,
back.
you went
Yeah.
backwards and you've ended up back in the place that you were at the start.
Yeah, it was yeah, it was a bit of a whirlwind of a race, but yeah, I think we had a little touch going over the crest into turn 2. And I can't remember if it was the same lap, and then my downshift was sticking every now and then. I think that kind of caught me out, and I may have outbraked myself, and I tapped him. We're able to get going relatively unscathed, and yeah, he got the win. So congrats to him. But no, awesome race, a lot of action happening.
Yeah,
Wasn't there? What?
yeah,
Yeah.
oh, absolutely.
Awesome work.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
no,
you-
we actually missed that on the stream. So
Yeah, but you were
yeah,
on
we
point, mate.
thought that happened.
You were on point until then. So good to see you back. And
Yeah, no, it's good to be back. And I think yeah, race 1, just a bit of nerves and a bit rusty, and then I sort of tuned her up, and I was just driving a little bit more cautiously, keeping off those curbs, and yeah, it paid dividends.
cool. So you're in for the long haul? You're here for the whole season?
Yeah, mate, absolutely.
Awesome, Mitch. Okay, well, it's only Shakedown
Okay, bro.
tonight, so we'll
excellent.
see you.
Make sure you keep the
next
same
week.
paint colour scheme for us, bro, so we know who you are on track.
They shall do.
Yeah,
the boring
and you'll
blue,
get more camera time.
blue
yeah.
blob.
That'd be awesome. Thanks, Mitch.
Thanks, mate.
Good on
Cheers,
you, mate.
boys.
Okay, see you, bro.
Okay.
All right, and then we
Mitch
welcome
Campbell.
our first place getter into the booth. Welcome, Jeff Fro Burris. How you going, buddy?
Mr. Burse. You got ears on?
We got ears on?
Oh,
No.
that's right. I got to push the button.
That's
Hey,
man,
right.
how's it?
Hey, buddy. Welcome, bro. Congrats on
thank you.
that on that one, mate. That was a good battle, eh?
Oh, bro, I'm glad it's over. My arms are killing me.
Yeah, good work. We were just talking to Mitchie there because you guys are running up the front, and then we saw you slip back a little bit. That he was just saying he had a little bit of a malfunction with some hardware and give you a bit of a touch up.
Did he have a malfunction? Did he?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
I wondered
well,
what happened there.
Yeah.
Brain malfunction.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. It was good to see you get back up there and come through for the win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
good
Yeah,
work.
man.
you wanna
Carson
talk
did a
talk
real
us
good
about-
job.
Talk to us about the contact on the last lap there with Mudgee. He had a beautifully presented car with no scratches up until that point. What happened?
Did the chicane. Yeah.
You know, when you go to breakfast and you put the cereal on the bench, sometimes they hit each other.
They do, don't they? Yeah. Now,
They
I'll
do.
just let you in on a secret, Jeffro. On about lap 3, I called it that there would be scratches on the side of Moji's car. And you guys didn't disappoint me on the last lap, bro.
Yeah, it's sweet, bro. Yeah. He just exited stage left, and he was just a passenger by the looks of it. I was like, thank you, I'll take that.
And poor old Sam Carson wore the brunt of the rest of that black.
Yeah, I feel sorry for him, man. He did well holding me off for that long.
They did a great job, yeah.
Oh, wow. I was going to get past him, eh? I was working hard to get past him.
Yeah, good
Good
racing,
stuff,
mate.
mate.
The good close stuff too, and yeah, obviously with the safety cars, sort of bunched you guys back up, and you just sort of got to fight again and again. You know, like
Yeah, well, that's what I reckon the safety car's created as close racing again. You know, it brings everyone back together. I really like it. I think it's great.
awesome stuff. Jeff, obviously you're for the long haul again for this series. You're going to join us for the whole rounds, all the rounds.
Yeah, man. Yep. I'll do my best to turn up to every single one.
Awesome stuff. Well done tonight. Congrats.
Thank you very much.
Mate, awesome
Good work,
stuff.
guys.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
Thank you.
Jeff
Thank you.
has now left the building.
Yeah, Jeffro, over and out.
Nice work, ladies and gentlemen. That was
Uh,
Jeffrey Birds.
Because I
He
just
is
pushed him. I
one
pushed him
of a
out.
friggin' kind,
Yes.
mate. They broke the mold
He's a
after
good
they
fella.
made him.
He's a
So
good fella.
good on you, Jeff. Mate, guys, what a great shakedown.
Yeah, awesome. First little hit out there, Davo and John Boy. How'd you feel about that one, mate? Good to see them out on track again. Great to see these GT4s, I guess. Race of Champions. I actually quite like it.
Yeah, the
Oh,
Race of
format.
Champions it is a great format and series to be in. It's I really enjoyed it when I raced it. The cars, all even. Comes down to the driver. You can set them up, but smaller tires, less grip. Yeah,
Yep.
lots of moving around, close racing, and obviously, as Jeffro touched on that, the safety car bunching the cars up
Yeah,
and
yeah.
creating a bit more racing again. So the guys are really having to work with something different, and yeah, it's going to be a great series. Yeah,
Yep.
looking forward to it.
Oh, it's definitely shaping up to be a great series, guys. If tonight's anything to go by, oh mate, it's been great to have you two guys back in the comms box.
Thank you, Davo. It has been a pleasure.
Yes,
Thank you guys for watching.
yes, another 7 weeks. Thanks everyone for watching. John,
Absolutely.
yes,
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here.
of
Thank you for
course.
having me.
Of course. Well, that's a wrap for tonight. That's Asrnz's GT4 Racer Championships Shakedown. Join us next week for round 1.
At
At
Suzuka.
Suzuka. Yes, in the Janetta. There you go. Someone was prepared. So awesome stuff. Good to have you guys back. Join us next week. That's a wrap. See you next week.